Come to Mathematics with Suleiman. In this particular video, I'm going to look at the grade 12 example on exponential functions. That exponential functions, grade 12, enjoy. Right, in this question 7, given is the f of x equals to a to the power x, where a is greater than 0. Passing through the point 2 1/4, and the g of x is equal to 4x squared. Question 7.1, prove that a is equal to a half. 7.2, determine the equation of y equals to the inverse of f in the form y equals to. Determine the equation of y equals to the h of x, where h is the reflection of f on the x-axis. And 7.4, how must the domain of the g of x be restricted so that the inverse of g will be a function? Let's look at 7.1. You must prove that a is a half. So you take the given formula, the f of s equals to a to the power x, and use the given point 2 1/4 and substitute into that formula. So therefore, 1/4 equals to a to the power 2. Get rid of the square by finding the square root on both sides, and then you get a equals to a half. 7.2, determine the equation of y equals to the inverse of f in the form y equals to. Now remember, with inverse functions, you switch x with y and y with x. So therefore, if you take the formula y equals to a half to the power x, then of course y becomes x and x becomes y. And then you need to make y the subject of the formula. And how do we do that? Well, we determine logs on both sides, or if you remember, the log of a number is the exponent. So therefore, y is therefore the log base half x. Right, 7.3, determine the equation of y equals to the h of x, where h is the reflection of f in the x-axis. If you look at the blue graph, that's the original, the f graph. Now, if you reflect that into the x-axis, you will see the graph in red. And that means that the values will be replaced with a negative in front, because that is the effect of a reflection in the x-axis. So you have to add a negative in front of the half, and therefore the new equation is then the h of s equals to negative a half x, because that is the influence of a reflection in the x-axis. At 7.4, how must the domain of the g of x be restricted so that g's inverse will be a function? Now, if you look at the blue parabola, which is of course the f of x, so you notice there are two arms. Now, the inverse of that graph will be the one in red. And if you don't remove any of the blue arms, then you're going to see both the red arms, and if you do the vertical line test, it will be a function. So therefore, you either have to remove x less than 0, that's the blue arm on the left hand side, or you must remove x greater than 0, the blue arm on the right. So in the first one, you can include 0 and then exclude 0, or you can exclude 0 less than 0 and then greater than 0. But bottom line, one of the arms needs to be removed, otherwise the inverse is not going to be a function. Thanks for watching this video with Mathematics with Suleiman. I hope it could help you a lot in exploring exponential functions and its inverse, the logarithmic functions. Please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe so that I can be able to do more similar videos.